here we are. We have patch notes. The first big major patch. There's a lot of background noise. I'm sorry for this video. It's my life living in construction. All right, general increase the damage dealt from bosses from super abilities. Sweet, we do more damage. Feels more powerful. Adjust the output of the recovery set so that characters with lowest recovery totals will start regening slightly faster. Hey, so all of us hunters can feel not as nerfed. Also, if you happen to be a Titan that runs low recovery for some reason. Grenades, they reduced pulse damage, or pulse grenade damage slightly and toned down the intensity of camera shake and controller rumble associated with each pulse. The intensity of the camera shake is a huge thing, because that's really annoying in basically every scenario when you're getting hit by it. We'll have to see what the actual damage reduction is on that for PvP. I doubt it's going to be anything too significant, but in PvE, hopefully you have more reasons to run other grenades now. Reduce the recharge rate of additional grenade charges beyond the first. This is mainly because Striker Titans were really powerful. Also, there are some other classes that can get double grenades, so they didn't want that. Sucks that we're always getting nerfs. Normalize the recharge rate for Arc Bolt and Firebolt grenades to match other grenade archetypes. Good. Increase damage inflicted to combatants by Flashbang. Basically, Flashbang, Magnetic Suppressor, Incendiary, Fusion, Skip, Flux, Arc Bolt, Swarm. It's everything except Pulse Grenade. Increase damage inflicted to combatants by everything except Pulse Grenade. Because Pulse Grenade damage is amazing. Everything else, not so much. Titan. Fix an exploit allowing the Titan Rally Barricade ability to generate infinite ammo for certain weapon types. Feels bad, man. Your Wardcliff Coil and Merciless. It got fixed. Fix an exploit allowing players to chain Fist of Havoc abilities indefinitely. Didn't even know about that one. Decrease the distance traveled in the air with the Titan Shoulder Charge ability when it's executed without a target. This is mainly because Shoulder Charge, you could use it to increase your movement speed. They're wanting that to be basically like a flat thing, which sucks because moving fast is fun. Increase the number of solar hammers that can be thrown during the duration of Hammer of Soul super ability. Feels kind of bad because Hammer of Soul doesn't really throw a hell of a lot of supers right now. Extended the timer for the Hammer Strikes Weaken debuff by 1 second. Awesome. And corrected an issue that was causing the visual effects not to represent the duration properly. Good. I definitely like having that damage increase also increased in time. The Sunspot health regeneration buff now lingers for 3 seconds after moving through a sunspot. Good, because it just abruptly stopped. Tempered Metal and Soul Invictus no longer trigger off combatant Soul Shield detonation kills. Feels bad, man. Hunter. Arcstrider dodge now briefly breaks tracking. Okay, so basically aim assist gets turned off when you use the Arcstrider dodge. Good, because right now you're just doing flips and not doing anything. But with this, maybe Arcstrider's viable. Maybe you can dodge stuff and live longer. The base duration of Golden Gun is now the same for both paths. Good, I can finally fill in that last talent point. Shadow Shot now suppresses targets immediately on a direct hit. Jeez, that feels good. Shadow Shot no longer tethers dropships. I don't think we asked for that one. Increase the amount of time available to fire arrows while using the Mobius Quiver upgrade of the Shadow Shot super ability. That's actually a pretty hefty buff to that. You can fire off a ton of arrows already, so it should be interesting to see how that plays. The thing I'm not seeing is that Shadow Shot can now one-hit people in PvP. Was really hoping to see some sort of damage increase on a direct hit, because it's already impossible to hit something. There's no aim assist with it. Moving over to Warlock's explosive rounds no longer receive damage bonus from Empowering Rift. I didn't know that was a thing. That's hilarious. The Heat Rises perk no longer triggers on destructible objects. Updated the Devour perk description to correctly indicate that abilities is triggered on kills. Good. The Nova Bomb created by Cataclysm upgrade maintains its initial speed for longer before slowing down. Good, because it goes like and just stops almost after you initially use it. Armor General Hunter Leg Armor Survivalist Stat Package now grants recovery. Hunters everywhere rejoice. The Exotic Armor Mask of the Quiet One no longer grants energy when the weaker takes damage from friendly players. Construction noises, I love it. Shield Bash now triggers when the Dreaded Visage perk... Okay, good. The Dreaded Visage perk was the triggering healing, and Shield Bash wasn't actually causing it. The only thing that was causing it was Shield Throw. Slightly increase the damage dealt by ACDO feedback fence. I hope it's more than slightly, because right now it's basically nothing. Kills with the Fury Conductor's perk on the ACDO feedback fence now correctly show the correct icon in the kill feed. So maybe it wasn't supposed to stack? I don't know. That's weird. Adjusted the grenade recharge granted by Starfire Protocol to compensate for the global decrease in the second grenade recharge rate. Good. I'm glad to see that. Improved weapon and stow speed on... Improved ready and stow speed on Peacekeepers? It's already, like, near instantaneous. Wow, okay. Added an additional perk to the Lucky Pants that loads a single bullet to the chamber of a stowed hand cannon whenever the player scores a precision hit with any weapon? A single bullet to the chamber of a... of a stowed hand cannon whenever the player scores a precision hit with any weapon. Oh, God. That's going to be kind of crazy in PvE. Huh, that's actually really good. Interesting. Reworked Karnstein armlets in 2 ways. On a melee hit, the armlets now provide heightened mobility and recovery and highlight low health targets, and scoring a melee kill immediately restores a significant amount of the wearer's health. Okay. Fix an issue with Dune Marchers where the linear actuator perk was not triggering consistently. That is true because it just wasn't triggering half the time. And if you used it, then it wouldn't trigger. It was stupid. Weapons, increase the base damage and reduce precision modifier of precision auto rifles. Yeah, because right now I think they deal 45% increased damage to precision, and that's more than like the 25 that everything else is getting. I can't remember the exact numbers. Slightly reduced the aim deflection of high caliber rounds on auto rifles and scout rifles. Good. Reduce the effectiveness of aim assist at higher ranges on scout rifles. Why? Reduce the severity of recoil on Hake high impact auto rifles. That's actually really good because the only high impact auto rifle is the Halfdan, and it's basically unusable. Hammer that stuff, construction workers, hammer it. Hand cannon accuracy and recovery now scales with rate of fire. Hand cannon accuracy recovery now scales with rate of fire. We're gonna have to actually test to see what the hell that means. I like patch notes because they're usually descriptive. This one isn't. Is it scaling up, scaling down? I don't get it. Improved base aim assist on aggressive hand cannons. Okay, cool. Slightly increase the rate of fire between bursts on all Omelon sidearms. Good. Because right now they're kind of busted. So this should actually make them have proper rate of fire where they don't have the fastest time to kill of any weapon in PvP. Slightly increased impact damage on lightweight single shot grenade launchers. Good, because they don't really do any damage. Oh god. Is this a fighting lion buff? Is this a fighting lion buff, guys? Fix an issue with the Tireless Blade sword perk where players would sometimes get sword ammo from an underpowered sword attack. Tireless Blade. Sometimes get sword ammo from an underpowered sword attack. Oh, okay. I've had that like happen a couple of times. Good. So it's basically having infinite ammo in some occasions, so they didn't want that anymore. Man, I love construction. Fix an issue where the infinite guard perk would drain ammo when guarding in a healing rift. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's another sub alert. Sorry, I'm gonna have to edit this out too. The Relentless Strike sword perk no longer returns ammo on heavy attacks. Oh, they nerfed it because it was you had just literal infinite ammo as long as you had one ammo. When comparing sniper rifle stats, the UI correctly updates for maximum magazine values. Good. Fix an issue with Ambitious Assassin to make it more consistent. Cool. Exotic weapons. Increase Fighting Lion damage and change the Thin the Herd perk to now grant bonus ammo rather than pulling ammo from the player inventory. Oh god, Fighting Lion is a thing now. Alright. Congrats everyone that's been using it and getting good with it. I think that increased damage. That's a scary thing. Shooting destructible objects with Graviton Lance, Sunshot, Merciless, Sturm, and Enduring no longer trigger the exotic weapon perks. Oh, but it was fun. That was fun. Fix an issue with the Darcy's target acquisition perk to make it more consistent. I'd prefer it to have a damage increase. Wow. All right. Activities. The Leviathan raid now has a recommended power of 300. Oh. Prestige Leviathan, recommended power of 330. Fix an issue causing Cabal corpses to float midair, but that was funny. Fixed an exploit in the Nightmare Realm of the Callous Encounter. Oh, the one where you could, like, you could go all the way to the end and, like, sit on this one area and just cheese the entire thing. Fix an exploit in the, I already talked about. Fix an issue where the raid keys could be removed from inventory when players create a new character. Good. Raid keys will once again reset alongside checkpoints every week. I think they just honestly shouldn't remove them. You earned it. Players traveling to Leviathan now see proper space flight instead of just a black screen. Cool. PvP. Fixed cases where players could get out of the intended playable area on a number of maps. There's numerous ones to list. The Hot Streak Challenge no longer progresses for the opposing team. The Hot Streak Challenge no longer progresses for the opposing... Oh, okay. That was a weird bug. The Capture 5 Zones Challenge now progresses for zones captured by allies and requires increased number of captures for completion. Okay. Advantage and domination stats now accumulate on assists. Okay. Fix an issue causing previous kill to repeat in the kill feed prior to a new kill when a player obtains a kill streak. Increase the rate of rare rewards upon match completion in quick play and competitive playlists. Wow. All right. Increase the rate of legendary rewards upon completion in quick play and competitive playlists. Okay, so Better Devils might be easier to get for some people if you haven't already gotten it. Increase XP rewards upon match completion in quick play and competitive playlists. Good. I was hoping to see, like, tokens, but all right. Strikes. Nightfall Strikes now have a recommend power of 270. Prestige Nightfall Strikes now have a recommend power of 330. Fix an issue in Savathun's Song where a crystal would fail to spawn, blocking progression. Oh, that sucks. Fix an issue in the Inverted Spire where in some cases players who died had no valid spawn location. That one was funny, but frustrating. Increase Glimmer earned from strike completions. Okay. Increase XP rewards from strike completions. All right. Public events. Fix an issue where sometimes the Prime Ether Servitor would not spawn during the Ether Resupply public events. That one was annoying. It mostly happened in Nessus around the Exus Black area. Fix an issue where the Cabal Gladiators would sometimes have horrific arm elasticity when being defeated. But that was funny. Reduce the XP rewards of some public events to bring them more in line with other activities. Well, it's been real being able to farm XP just by doing public events. Reduce Glimmer earned from public events to better balance the counterparts. Reduce the rate of rare rewards to bring them in line with other activities. Increase the rate of legendary rewards from public events for level 20 plus characters. Okay, so we're reducing XP, Glimmer, rare rewards across the board for public activities. They're kind of reducing the overall incentiveness to continually do them, but at least legendary rewards will hopefully go up. Guided games. Leviathan guided games now have a recommend power of 310. Nightfall guided games, the recommend power 270. Improved clarity on guide selection screens. Full clans can now queue as guides for guided games. I was really hoping we would see you cannot run as a guide in the Leviathan raid unless you have completed it already. Like, that needs to be a requirement. It really needs to be a requirement. Faction rallies. Fix an issue where the tower would not properly load faction victory flags. Whatever. Fix an issue preventing some players from pledging to a faction. Glad that one's gone. Fix an issue where faction tokens stored with the vault were not properly wiped between faction rally events. I did do that. Iron Banner. Fix an issue where Saladin would sometimes refer to guardians by the wrong class. He only referred to people as hunters, which, as a hunter main, I'm okay with. Fix an issue in Trials of the Nine where players could sometimes become stuck in the third spire when attempting to visit the flawless space. Yep. I experienced that one many times. Fix an issue where the Trials of the Nine tooltip displayed the wrong fire team requirements. Yep. Fix an issue where some emotes would not play correctly during the intro cinematic. Yeah, the table flip would cause your arm to just teleport behind you. It was a little concerning. Oh god, general UI fixes. Fix missing buff for Flora's Lava Challenge. Fix an issue causing level up notifications persisting. Let me quickly read through this. It's just UI fixes. Nothing really there. Audio. Fix an issue causing music to play when players are completing. No, the only audio fix I want to see is fix the, when you first load into the game, the audio plays at max volume. That's annoying. Please get rid of that. PC players can now exit the game using a controller. Players can now keybind to the number pad when numlock is active. The scroll wheel now works on gear lore tabs. Fixed crashing in the New Pacific Arcology. Fix a source of random crashes. Fix an issue that prevented full screen mode from working properly. All right, miscellaneous stuff here. Okay. Destiny Companion stuff. Oh, man. Well, I was really hoping for some more aggressive sandbox changes, specifically to, like, weapons in general. Yeah. Just... You're seeing me in a stunned silence here because this is kind of supposed to set the tone for how they're going to do stuff. And I mean, there's a ton of stuff here. This is great. I like the exotic armor fixes for the most part. You know, the hunter changes, definitely very much welcome. However, Arc Strider, this change isn't going to affect anything on PC with mouse and keyboard. Base Golden Gun increase is great. Shadow Shot still doesn't kill on a direct hit. Shadow Shot no longer tethers dropships, so increase the amount of time available to fire arrows. Okay, the main problems with Hunter is that the class ability itself is so underwhelming. There's no changes to mobility anywhere. Like, mobility is still just... There's no reason to get it, and Hunter's forced to... Well, at least we can get our recovery higher now, so that's cool. And just the output of recovery stats, so characters with lowest recovery totals will start regenerating slightly faster. Okay. No buffs to snipers. I'm reading some of the chat right now. Yeah, no buffs to snipers. Like, this, as much as I like a lot of the changes that came with this and a lot of the fixes that came with this, some of the huge core glaring issues are still just not addressed at all. So I'm really hoping we don't have to wait another 3 months to see any sort of change to that stuff. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. I have no idea how long this video was. I'm going to go play the Curse of Osiris expansion now. Later.